Oh man, I watch a image here. It's introvert and extrovert, but I really need to know something more about it. And I need to watch some video, and maybe in few seconds I'll just watch a video which can show me the difference in them. Hello everyone. This video is basically to talk about introverts, what are the problems being faced by introverts, as well as the problems that has and that do have solutions for introverts. This video is not basically to be watched only by introverts. It do need to be watched by extroverts. Actually, in fact, extroverts are really crucial part for this content, and I would really request each and everyone to watch it out and just recognize this issue. It is not considered as a social issue, but when I got this topic hinted by a teacher, I really felt it's a kind of a social issue. This topic was really recommended by a very good teacher. I know him personally, and the topic says that why do people are introvert, and how students are introverts and how to cope with them, and etc. These was some points by mentioned by the teacher, and it is a point that really needs to come in attention very minutely. So before I begin anything, let me tell you who are introverts and what is introvert and who are these people who are introverts. So when I talk first about introverts, right, it's not that these people are someone who are very different, they are inhuman, they are, don't be judgmental just by listening the word introvert. Let's know it in a one word. It's, they are people, they are shy, they do have emotions, they have all the qualities of the human. It's just that their qualities are more connected within them, more than what they speak, and they think more before they speak, and they do have everything that a normal human character should have. So coming in a point that what are the problems that an introvert can face is starting from very young. When you are a young and you are a family member in a family, you are an introvert child, you do not speak your needs, you do not tell your requirements, and then you always misunderstand that you are being loved less. You always have a conception that you are not being loved enough. You have a conception that you are not getting what you really deserve. It's not just because that you are introvert, it's also the responsibility of we or me or anyone who are extroverts, that it's their role to recognize that you are also having feelings and you are going through something, and it needs to be understood and it needs to be controlled by each and every extrovert to realize and accept the acceptance of an introvert. But when we come to a next level of our life, coming to the level of going to school, when you're in a school or a college, you have tons of questions, you are going through lots of things in your brain, you are going through a lot of queries, a lot of solutions that is lighting up in your brain, because you are a smart thinker. An introvert is a smart thinker who is thinking deep inside anything and yet not able to express. It is so sad. It is extremely sad that you are full of ideas, you are full of solutions, and you are full of inputs, but it's not coming out. And in this world where people have no time to even talk silently, to listen each other calmly, how can we expect each and everyone you meet on your way to understand you emotionally, to understand what is going on in your brain, and to understand the fact that you know the answers and you know the solution? When we have a presentation or a demonstration of a project or anything in our life, during school life or college life, or it may be during your office life, or anything and anywhere at any stage of your life, what's the first thing that should hit your brain is that you are an introvert, you have lots of thoughts, you have ideas, you have everything, but the problem is lack of expression. You are not speaking because you are shy. So this is going to kill your own abilities. You are preparing the food and credit is going to someone else. You are doing everything in a project, and the person who speaks a lot, the person who is an extrovert, who thinks while he is speaking, and the process goes on at the same time, and they take all the credit and they go off. An introvert is considered as an inhuman, and an introvert is considered as a non-friendly. An introvert is considered as a person who don't know anything or is not just expressing anything. And or even introverts, they do have, they by themselves, this misconception of these all things that they have kept for themselves. But it's a kind reminder to each introvert, you are a smart person, you are an intelligent person, you do have these unique qualities that everyone has from their creators, but it's just the expression part is missing. So why, once you want to improve it, right, no matter what is wrong, what is right, you will improve it because you have a strong determination to improve at it. It's not that an introvert needs to become an extrovert and make a complete different characteristics and a different person in him or her. It just, you need to start analyzing the fact that where speaking really plays important role. You do need to speak in your presentation. You do need to speak out your questions, and you do need to satisfy yourself with the right answer and queries. If you have issues, start meeting people one to one to speak out. Once you are close, a little bit close with that person one to one, you are going to talk a lot no matter where you are. Secondly, always remind yourself, no one knows more than you. It's just that we all know uniquely differently about different things. Everyone knows something, and everyone, each and everyone got potential to know things and to express things. It's just that you have taken it in a way that everyone knows much, that's why they speak much. No, accept the fact the extrovert is the one extrovert behind you, beside you, speaking out, is not knowledgeable. It's just they know how to speak and they are expressing it, and you also know how to speak and you are not expressing it. So when you analyze the fact that what are the importance of speaking it out, what are the importance such as your honesty is being denied, you are giving opportunity to one who deserves less, you are not going on a right and correct way to prove yourself correctly. For your information, if you are an introvert forever, you will be misunderstood, you will be considered as inhuman, you might be considered as not very friendly, and many more tags might be given to you. But to overcome that, you do need to start speaking in front of a mirror. Talk in front of a mirror, telling that yes, I am a good person, and yes, I do need to speak it out. Talk to mirror. Start making small clips of your videos. Face yourself and ask questions. Talk to yourself. Interact with yourself in the mirror. Interact yourself in the camera. If no one else, interact with your best friend. Often introverts do have closest friend extroverts. Do you know why? Because that extrovert friend has been helping him or her throughout to remain paralyzed or remain introvert forever, just because they have been speaking on behalf of them, just because they have been doing everything that he or she needs to do. When you leave someone, right, invention happens in the most worst scenarios. So when you leave them alone, when you give them time to think, and when you leave them alone, they will have their say, they will have to say. For example, when you're buying a stuff, when you are with your introvert friend who is a bit shy, you will just go at a shop and you everything you order, that I need this that everything you just order for him also, for her also, for whoever it is. And then you realize that your friend didn't speak anything, and later you'll say just, okay, I'll pay you. That's the fact. But at the same time, stay away, step back. Being an extrovert, it's your responsibility, it's your friendship that you step back. Let them ask, let them speak, ask them to go and help you. Let them motivate them and encourage them to please answer a teacher. Motivate and express them to please ask and go for anything that they need by themselves. Once you begin doing this, right, it's not considered as a social issue, but it is persisting as a social issue, because a lot of talents are being suppressed just in the shelter of being introvert. So let's work out together and try to find out that what are the characters that can really improve and that can really help our introvert friends, and who are extroverts, they need to play a role too in that. So let's summarize it up and telling the fact that all the imaginations and all the misconcept that do you have for introvert is just a misconcept. They are human, they are loving, they do care, they are affected, they are emotionally as a human being. It's just they are not expressing. It doesn't mean that they are not human. It doesn't prove them that they are not considerate about anything. They are just not expressing, and who can help it? Me, you, their family, their friends, or anyone who is very close, because introverts people speak a lot when they are with the closest people. So let's summarize it with a small comparison, and not just comparison to show down or show up, but to see the inner qualities that both persist, either it's an extrovert or an introvert. And that's all for now. Let's compare it, and thank you so much for watching. Do share it with your extrovert and introvert friend, and please like it. And if you haven't subscribed it yet, the channel, do subscribe it. Thank you so much. So let's go through this chart and just have a small comparison of between an introvert and an extrovert. And just it's not a comparison, but it's a point of understanding that we need to understand our friends who are introvert and extrovert. What are the good qualities that they look in a inner world, that they look in a outer world? They want to speak. They like thinking more. Both do have their own advantages and disadvantages. One wants an inner peace kind of thing first, and one focuses on the outer world more to know about the nature and the surrounding in the world. So we cannot just humiliate one out of them. So let's compare and take a snap of it. And then we talk about being an introvert or an extrovert. Like, one someone needs to stay all night tonight alone, one is gonna be very sad, the one who is an extrovert. But one who is an introvert is gonna enjoy that peace of being alone. Last but not the least, please wash it out and check this skills that your introvert friends have and the extrovert friends have. As we all have our unique qualities, we need to recognize this to appreciate each other. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Do like it and subscribe it if you haven't done yet. Thanks a lot.